this right. Good morning at Katie's table. Laughs and cards, we're so able. Sip the joy, let's be stable. Come and join if you're able. Pour a cup, the steam rises high. Story shared, who will tell no lie. Friendly faces, smile so wide. Cards on the table, let's take this ride. Good morning at Katie's table. Laughs and cards, we're so able. Sip the joy, let's be stable. Come and join if you're able. Pull for the deck, deal with sin. No need to chase, it's where we've been. I'll bet on us, we'll always win. Every morning, let it begin. Katie's is the place where hearts align. From dawn till noon, get lost in time. Coffee, conversation, cards sublime. Corn tortillas, crafted with a poet's ambition. Truth, table written with life's intuition. Spices in the air, singing sermons of taste. Katie Moonchild paints flavors you can't waste. Come to the table, joy in your palm. Dreams folded neatly in the tortillas calm. Peace marinates as stories unfold. The spice of life served warm and bold.
Hi! Welcome. Hello, everybody. Put the chat up so that we can all see each other. Hi, Annie Bear. Hi, Rose Blue. Kelly. Good to see you, my wonderful friends. Hello. Let's show this chat. There we go. There you are. Hi. I love it. It's a whole new week. We're only on day 2 and I'm already sighing. You know what? Yesterday, odd day. That's all I can say is everything that's going on with Dolly and her mother-in-law. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers, you guys. It's not a good situation, everybody. So we're praying for comfort and peace for everybody involved. Thank you. Fixing to buy a ticket on credit to Florida in November. Meet my bro. Yeah, your big bro and your aunt in Jacksonville. And they'll drive you to your folks. Woo! Good for you, honey. I'm glad. You know what I did? I did that credit dive too. I decided it was time for me to invest in this resin gig and do it right. So I'm getting a bunch of equipment, like a vacuum chamber to get rid of the bubbles. And that comes with a compressor. But the cool thing about the compressor is I can use an airbrush. Use the compressor to use an airbrush. And I don't know how to do that yet. So there's another art form I can learn. Anyway, the most important thing that I'm getting is an air purifier. I won't have to, let me put the cards away and show you. I won't have to wear, it's not even showing let me show you here. My work shelf, see that right, hanging right there? That's my respirator. I have to wear that every time I'm working in the resin. It's not just the resin that's bad, it's the isopropyl alcohol that I spray constantly to remove the bubbles. Because I'm getting a vacuum chamber. You still have to use alcohol anyway, but I won't have to use that thing anymore. It's a cool air purifier because it detects VOCs in the air and automatically kicks in when it needs to remove them. So, yeah, I'm excited. Getting a new chair. This one has a t-shirt on it because it looks so bad. It's really uncomfortable. And I've been finding myself doing a lot of journeying, shamanic journeys. And this is just not the chair to do it in. So I got a new chair. Anyway, I decided that it was time to invest in Katie. And so I won't be live next week because I got to move a bunch of stuff so that I can set all this up. I got a 4-foot table coming. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So you like my mushroom path? It's fun. There's actually little houses and stuff. If I get out of the way so you can see, got little houses and that's a knife, kitchen table knife. There's a pencil here. I used to get them a lot on Amazon. But what I just bought, I won't be purchasing any more from them anymore. Your brother was adopted out also? Same but different. Same dad, different moms. That's interesting. My brother and I, neither one of us are adopted. Different dads, same mom. Hi, Fatima. Good to see you. Where's Koru? Koru's in the bedroom. Otherwise, he would be all over in my resin. I can't, right now, he's just trying to figure out how he can get up on top of the rafters. His depth perception, I don't think he really realizes that they don't have anything higher. So, yeah, he climbs that high up on stuff. So, no, it'll be a while before he comes in the resin room. No. Yeah, that would be horrible if he went walking through wet resin and got it all over his feet. That would be didn't even want to think about that. We won't put that out there in the universe. Thank you. Anyway, I'm glad to see you guys. Yeah, give us a few minutes here and let a couple more people come in maybe. And then I just kind of would like to do a little quiet and silent prayer for Jane, Dolly's mother-in-law, that whatever is happening for her, that it happens soon. If it's healing, wonderful. If it's transformation and ascension, that's even wonderful too. Either way, yeah. So, that's where my cat's at. He's getting so big, you wouldn't believe how big he is. He's heavy. You feel him when he jumps on the bed now. He's a year old. So, yeah. I'll do a video of him pretty soon so you can see what he's like. He's a sweetie. An announcement. Because Dolly will not be with us this week, we've decided to postpone the second half of the God Box class. So if any of you would like to join us, we're going to not have it this Thursday. We are going to try next Thursday so that Dolly can be with us. And then maybe you guys can join us too. All you need to do is shoot me an email and say that you want to be in the class, and I will send you a suggested supplies list that you can pick from. We already had the first class, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You find a box that you like and paper, and you cover it. You cut a slit in the top so that you can put your intentions in the top. This one opens. Almost all done putting that wild, yeah, that's what my cards are sitting on. That wild napkin. Anyway, and then we're gonna, this is the embellishment class. So this is the class where we'll be gluing things to the boxes. And if you want to put beads on them or seed pods or whatever you find outside. So it will not be Thursday this week. It will be next Thursday, the following Thursday. I will put a reminder in my posts for you guys. And if you are interested in the class, you can also let me know there. But I do need your email address so I can send you the supplies list. And you need a link to come because it's a private. We're not live on YouTube or anything. So it's just us getting together and having fun. It's Zoom, but it's just for us. So, if you'd like, you're more than welcome to come. Yeah, you should see my workspace here. Yeah. Let me put the cards up here again. And so, you can see, let me just show you a little bit about my mess. This is why I have a napkin now. Yeah. This is what I covered my box with. Bear with me, you guys, and have a little bit of the 1990s. I found this in a box of barbecue supplies from the 1990s. Anyway, as you can tell, we have 2 cards here. So, hey, Sonia, good to see you. Lurker's Lounge has fresh donuts. They're warm. Anyway, good to see you guys. Anyhow, so let's take a look at these. First off, the first card that we have, see if I can get that closer. There. I have 2 cameras that are one right above the other, and it's trying to remember which one did I choose. Emotion. The desire for a positive experience. It is itself a negative experience. Your desire. The acceptance of one's negative experience is itself a positive experience. Mark Manson. Imagine your life. Whoops, pull it back. Imagine your life is someone else's dream life. You're swishing through. Yeah. Imagine your life is someone else's dream life. That's not too hard to do, actually. As I'm sitting here going into credit, going into debt, and buying all these pieces of equipment, I'm also looking into either selling on eBay or somewhere. So, starting a store. Hence the equipment, so I can do it right. Anyway, imagine your life is someone else's dream life. I don't think that's too hard to do for most of us. Most of us, if you really look at it, have pretty awesome, perfect lives. We all struggle, but we all have homes to go to and, food in our bellies, and we know we're loved. Gosh, I hope you all know you're loved, 'cause I love ya. I know what I'd do without you guys. The other card is really good too, and it's from life. If you learn to reach out to help others, then you'll learn to reach out to others for help. From the author of these cards and the website, Clement Decorp. Today, ask one person, how can you help? you're on the Discord. I doubt seriously that Dolly will be there today, but you can always message me in the Discord. If you have a message you would like me to get to her, please don't hesitate. I know she and Rick would love to hear from you guys. So with that, let's take a moment and say a prayer for Jane, you guys. Okay? Breathe deep. And as Annie Bear tells you, when you let it out, make a sound. Even if it's a grunt or a groan or a growl. Even if it's a squeak. If it's a squeak, sometimes that will fine-tune your third eye. It's depending on how your chakras need to align in that breath. So breathe deep. And let it out. We come together and combine our energies before Source and Spirit to open the pathway to healing or the Rainbow Bridge, whichever is being formed to open for Jane on this time, this moment. As we come together in love for her and support for all those who are her family, her friends, and for our dear, wonderful Dolly, Rachel, her daughter-in-law, and her son Rick, and her son Craig. Please be with them through this difficult time. As Jane is in the in-between. It's an interesting place to be. It's a peaceful place. It's a restful place of no pain. We send our love, our support, and our healing energy as a collective group and as a member of the web of creation that we all dance and sing and exist upon. And as a part of this prayer, I pray for all of you as well. May you have peaceful, interesting, and fun, joyful Taco Tuesday. As I send us back, come back in love. Ashe. Thank you, guys. I don't know what you that made me feel better. I got goosebumps. Thank you. Okay, card. We need to know. This is what is our crystal for today. And you know what? This is our crystal for the whole week ahead. You ordered a big Chinese platter? Makes 4 meals? Yes, I do that a lot. I will, like if I order a pizza, I'll go ahead and get a large pizza. And I'll freeze half of it. And then I'll eat on the other half of it for 4 days. but yeah, that's what I do too, Rose. I do that once a month. That way I don't always have to eat my own cooking. Anyway, our crystal for this week. Oh, and so it is. Smoky quartz. perfect for the seasons that we're in, and it's perfect for where several of us are spiritually. Look at that sweet squirrel, and I love it. Dolly is the squirrel lady. She feeds them out of her front yard. So the sleeping squirrel, isn't that beautiful? Smoky quartz. That's an easy one to find. Has a Mohs hardness of 7 out of 10. I am ground beneath your feet, Smoky quartz whispers. I am hollow in the earth and a cradle to rest in. I still the noise and ease the pain. I am the grandmother who sings you to sleep and sweetens your dreams. I am the foundation on which to place the first stones. I am the place you go when all other places are wrong and rough and your world feels unrecognizable. I am truth. I am earth. I am solid. I am stable. I am home. It's okay. You can let go now. Smoky quartz is a hug and a cup of tea. A place to fall apart so you can put yourself back together and be strong in the world. If smoky quartz is appearing, it's time for nurturing and self-care. Would you look at that card up close again? The squirrel's sleeping so peacefully among the roots. And see the crystals all around? The smoky quartz crystals? That's why. Peaceful rest. That squirrel knows how safe it is. Boy, did I need that last night. I don't know about you guys. How'd you sleep? Whoo, that moon was bright. Wow. It wasn't super bright at first. But then I went out at about, I guess it was 11:45 to see what it was like out there. And I had to film it. It was so bright that the reflection in my camera, you couldn't see the outline of the moon anymore. I think the sky was hazy. But, whew, I have been sleeping fine during the day. I can nap, no problem. At night, what are we doing? What are we doing? Well, let's do something. I need to do, and so I start running through the to-do list for tomorrow, and I can't go to sleep. And then I wake up, and it's tomorrow, and I'm going, well, I already did the to-do list because I went through it in my brain. No, you didn't do the to-do list yet. So I'm exhausted. You took extra melatonin. You smart girl. Yeah. I used to go to restaurants that had, I don't think they let you do this anymore though, because I think they got wise to people like me. But I used to go to places like pizza parlors and stuff like that had salad bars. And I would, get our to-go box, get a salad to go, and then I'd heap it up, go through the salad bar, and I'd just heap it all up with condiments. No lettuce. And then I'd go to the grocery store, buy a head of lettuce, and make a gigantic salad to eat off of. For the cost of a head of lettuce and however much the salad bar was. But people started doing that so much, they started weighing what you were taking from the salad bar. So I think they kind of put a stop to the to-go box at salad bars. I don't know. I haven't tried it in a long time. Going and meeting Sal Rods last week was the first time I've eaten in a restaurant since before COVID. I always have it delivered here. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys. Well, you know, Rose, we love you. This whole community knows you. We're all here supporting you, darling. You like baby spinach. Me too. Actually, if I had my druthers, I'd skip the head of lettuce and just do baby spinach. That's what I do in my tacos and my burgers and salads here at home. Anything I put lettuce on, I use fresh spinach, baby spinach instead. That's why I'm looking forward to growing it. This is the winter season. This is the season to grow greens. That square bed that I have, the one that's 4 foot by 4 foot, that I was going to grow potatoes and onions. Now that's all going to be different kinds of greens, lettuces and spinach and that kind of stuff. And then I think, I don't know. They haven't decided yet. I got to get moving on it though, because all of a sudden it turns cold here. So it's weird how the seasons work in Arizona. We idle along and at 90, 98, 90, 98, 90, and then boom, your high will be 50. And that for us, that's like, oh my God, get my coat. 50 degrees is cold. Yeah, that works. It works. I love spinach anyway. I don't like it cooked so much, but raw, But I was on a raw foods diet. I think we talked about that last week. I did a raw foods diet when I was first diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And so I acquired a taste for all my vegetables raw. They're so sweet. It's really surprising. And we load them up when we cook them. We load them up with herbs and salt and all that. And just enjoy the flavor of the actual veggie. Sometimes the pure freshness, the clean taste is what your body's really craving. It's our head that thinks we got to doctor it all up. So let's pick some stones. What do you say? How are we doing on our time? Cool. We're not even halfway. Well, we are halfway in. 29:04. Let's see what we get. That guy right there. Huh. Relax. Whoa. Sorry about that. That might have been kind of loud if you have your headphones on. I'm sure the stones, when I rattle them, they're loud too. And then health. Very good. And the third one. Family. Theme of the day. Our families. So let's see if we can get everything on here. Get it all to fit. There we go. Okay. I'm going to use the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. Let's see what we get for some self-care cards. First card is for relax. Relax for the health of you, your family, and everyone you come in contact with. You'll be able to sleep a lot better. There's one. We'll take that one right there. Relax. Yes. And rest. Isn't that amazing? Oh, a tomato and cheese sandwich. Grill it, girl. Grilled cheese with a slice of tomato in it. And you really want to add some spice. Put jalapeno or Anaheim chili in there. Green chili. You're a Texas girl. You'd like that. Try that in your grilled cheese. And, if you really want to add it, and do some grilled onions too. Sorry. Get me talking about food. Anyway, yeah. Rest. Relax. Rest. Relax and rest. That also is number 43. Let's look that up in Kyle Gray's book. I'm getting a new deck of his, by the way. 43. Supposed to be here today, but we'll see. Number 43. Angels, your loved ones and guides and masters who can support you are all with you now. Know that help is only a thought away. Just like it was telling you here. If you learn, see if I can get my fingers to work. If you learn to reach out to help others, then you'll learn to reach out for others, to others for help. How can you help somebody today? What can you do to help someone today? And this book is telling us, number 43. Usually there's a mantra that goes with these cards, so that's the important part. I am beaming with life force energy. That's the message of this card. The mantra. Sync up with the sunrise and the sunset can help you restore the natural rhythms of your body and rest cycle. That's probably why we were having a hard time sleeping last night. Got another full moon's not gone. It's be back back tonight. It'll be back tonight. So if you can today, try to synchronize with that rhythm, and it'll help you find your rest cycle. At first, you can try setting the alarm for sunrise, and then with time, you may find yourself naturally waking with the sun. Feeling rested and ready to have your next best day ever. I use my natural clock so much. I hate alarms. I don't like being jolted into awakening, so I turn the volume down, and sometimes I don't hear it. But I wake up hours before the sun. And I wake up during the angel hour, and I've been doing that since 2015. 3 a.m., y'all. And I wake up wide awake, ready to go. So let's see what's the next card. Ooh, there we go. For health. Yes. I don't need to look up much on that one. Take a walk. Do something good for your spirit. Take your shoes off when you're taking that walk. Walk around in your yard, barefooted. Better yet, Take your hose, make some mud, stick your toes in it and wiggle them around. Have some fun getting grounded with Gaia. And think, every grain of that ground you're walking on used to be a part of a mountain. But wind and water eroded it down into this fine little piece of soil or grain of sand. No hot peppers for you, but you like the onions? Tomatoes and onions on a grilled cheese sandwich? There you go. Add some tomato soup. Yeah, that's a perfect winter meal. With a little basil in your tomato soup. Anyway, sorry. I digress. Take a walk. Get in nature. It'll help you relax, too. Number 52 on that card says, challenging conversations will take you to a place of certainty and understanding. Be open to hearing the truth. Wow. How much time do you listen to? I know it's really hard to. What other people are saying that you don't agree with? That'll give you something. When you do that, it gives you something to think about. It gives you a new perspective. Not everybody thinks like you. As a matter of fact, nobody does. We're all similar in thinking, a lot of us. You're not into heat. Okay. I like my habaneros and stuff, so I like the heat. But I don't like it in things like Cheetos and stuff. I like it in my Mexican food. I don't put chili flakes on my pizza. I don't like hot spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce. It's got its place. And that's in my Mexican food. So, which is interesting, because that's Tex-Mex and border food. That's not necessarily down in Mexico Mexican food. They eat a lot of ancho chilies. They're not very hot. Matter of fact, chili rellenos in Mexico are not made with green chilies like we eat here. Made with ancho chilies or whatever large chili is available from the harvest. So, get me talking about Mexican food. You're making me hungry. I might end up having to order some mole pico de gallo. I love mole. Mole pico de gallo is chicken and rice, and mole is chocolate sauce. It's not sweet at all. It's made out of a paste of cocoa powder and chilies, dried chilies ground into a paste. And then they add chicken stock or whatever kind of stock they have, usually chicken or pork. More often than not, it's chicken. Into it to make a sauce. Oh, so good, so good. And it's dark brown, just like chocolate. You like chili rellenos? Well, there you go. Those are delicious. That's something I wish I could make. I've never been very good at that. The coating always, comes off. For some reason, I can't get the coating to stick. Our last card is family. So, let's see. Here we go. And we get... Okay. We set the mood for this card. Make a meal. We get this card a lot when we get the sell in on this show. I guess because we talk about food a lot. Anyway. Yeah, a meal. Interesting. We have tomatoes. We've got peppers. I'm looking at the vegetables. Broccoli, avocado. I think those are pasta. They look like a type of penne pasta. It's really long. I didn't even know this pasta existed. It's like 6 to 8 inches long. You can buy it 12 inches long too, but it's really expensive because it's imported from Italy. And you know how imported stuff is right now. Anyhow, for family, yeah, make a meal. Absolutely, break bread. That can be with your neighbors. The mantra that goes with this one. I am nourished by food infused with love. Yeah, like my sourdough loaf. Mmm, yummy. That's perfect. That is perfect for family. I am nourished by food infused with love. When you're cooking for your family, that's what you're doing. Even if you're in a hurry and you're throwing together something quick, it's still infused with love. Because you're taking the time to cook it or get it. I like this. So, this week we're going to relax and rest and be more healthy in our habits, like taking a walk, getting outside, soak up some of that vitamin D3. And if it's raining, grab an umbrella unless there's lightning. Still good to walk in the rain. Don't get yourself chilled, but it's good for you. You know, I've never cooked cactus before. I've never tried prickly pear pads. They're supposed to be delicious. Supposed to taste like if you fry them in butter, saute them in butter and garlic. They're supposed to be very similar to green beans in taste. But there's several YouTube channels. One I've been watching lately where I've been learning about the natural foods that occur here in the Sonoran Desert, like the prickly pear cactus, and there's different bushes that have really good berries that are very sweet. I had no idea. Watch what the birds eat. Watch what the wildlife eats. If you want to know what's safe to eat in nature, they won't eat the leaves of a poison oak or poison ivy. Unless it's a caterpillar that is getting its toxins from that plant. And if that's the case, that's the only plant that caterpillar will eat. See, the way nature is so connected, we are a part of that. Gaia just told me to tell you guys that. You're a part of nature. You may not want to go as deep into it like some of us have, like myself, and start down the shamanic road. Let me tell you, that's fun. Oh, the worlds and realms. Woohoo! I'm loving that journey. It's a wonderful journey. Yeah. And I've been on it a while now, but it just really has been sparked since the solar eclipse. I find myself, I used to call it spacing off and daydreaming. I'm lucid dreaming during the day. Pretty weird. So sometimes people will send me, like if we're texting and stuff, like Kelly, if you text me and it takes me a while to come back to you, it's because I took a trip. I went somewhere for a while. It's been wonderful. Oh, go for it. Especially if you can harvest the fruit, girl. You can freeze the juice. I can tell you, prickly pear, you can freeze. Be careful. Make sure that you use tongs. You know this. When you pick the prickly pear, because of the very, very fine thorns that they're hard to get rid of once you get them in you. Best way to get rid of them is with a credit card. Take a credit card and the sharp edge of a credit card and run it across wherever the sticker is, and that'll take it out. But make sure that you hold on to those. You can either, what I usually do is I'll hold them under a flame, over a flame, I mean, to burn off all those before I stick them in the pot to boil, to get the juice and stuff. If you're going to make jams or anything out of prickly pear, that you have to do that, because you can't handle it if you don't. You'll get your hands full of little fine hair like thorns. So, and prickly pear down here in the Southwest, all the way across from, probably Yuma or El Centro, California, really, all the way across to Dallas, Texas. You've got free prickly pear all over the place. Birds go and critters love it. It's so sweet and so good. It tastes like, reminds me of black cherry. Is how it tastes. I love prickly pear. I took a class. We have a museum here called the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum that is like a natural history museum, but it's everything there is alive. It's a zoo. It's like a cross between the two, but they're all critters from this desert. So you can see the wildlife, what there is. There's some really weird stuff out there, especially when you start looking at the bugs. Yeah, bugs. Anyway, we won't go there. I know that makes people uncomfortable. Bugs don't bother me, but they do some people, so I won't go there. Oh. Anyway, let's go for some happier me. Let's give us some messages. Okay, move my cards and stones. I leave the sentiment stones out all day, and every time I walk by here, I am reminded of the love that I felt while we were together. So I love it. It's great. I'm sighing because I'm thinking about the work I have to do. Have to lower this table. Needs lowered. Probably one notch down. It's a drafting table. And I had it so that I could stand up and do crafts. But my back won't allow that anymore. Besides that, I'm getting a new chair. So, yeah. New chair will be here Saturday. It's interesting. You get older, you realize how important certain kinds of support for your body are, like lumbar support. This is where I have to make sure I have very careful. I don't know if you guys probably can't see it. I have a scar right here. It's about that long, where I had a neck fusion surgery. I was in a car accident and ended up with a herniated disc pressing on my spine. So, but that's a long story. That's probably the scariest surgery I ever had. That was worse than the mastectomy from cancer, because someone was messing with my spine. I totally trusted my doctor, though. He's no longer in Tucson. I went to a neurosurgeon, not an orthopedic doctor. The neurosurgeon is much more gentle than the carpenter. I mean, there's a difference between an electrician and a carpenter, right? That's just kind of how I look at it. So, Okay, happier me. What do we need to know? I love it. What I seek is seeking me. Over on Terry at Holding Your Space today, people were talking about how do you know your purpose and finding your purpose. If you seek your purpose, understand it's seeking you and you will know it. The universe is so gorgeous that it can't wait to send you your way, whatever is necessary to help you in your journey. Just open your mind, the door that leads you to the infinite possibilities, and accept that you are an unlimited being. I love that. I'll leave that out. Look at that. Open that door of opportunity. It's given to you as a blessing, as an infinite possibility. I like this card. Next card. I forgive myself for past mistakes and failures. You are not your past. The past is over. That's the first infinite possibility that you need to recognize. Is you don't have to be who you were. You can be whoever you want to be. Whatever you want to be. If you want to spend your day nurturing cactus and succulents, that's cool. But forgive yourself for those mistakes or failures, because I'll be honest with you, I don't really believe in mistakes or failures. I just believe in lessons. Sometimes some of the paths that we decide to go down aren't meant for us. They don't work for us. That doesn't mean you failed. That doesn't mean you did anything wrong. That just means it's not right. It's not the one you should be on. So you deviate and make an adjustment. And those choices that you make that end up not bringing such good things in, those aren't mistakes. You had to learn what you didn't want so you could really manifest what you do want. So, we're not flawless, and we never will be. A mistake does not make you a bad person. It makes you human. I love it. Yep. Yes. I love it. Wow. One more. I love it. I am exactly who I need to be in this moment. All your past actions are teaching moments for your present self. Every lesson takes you to the present moment, to exactly who you need to be. Wow, those three cards are pretty powerful, actually. Move them over a little. Those are pretty powerful. Let's stop and think about that. What I seek is seeking me. I forgive myself for past mistakes and failures so that I am exactly who I need to be in this moment. And that's our moment message. Instead of talking to Mr. Tolley, I think that one serves the purpose today. Let's look at the because we have like 5 minutes. I guess we can pull an Eckhart Tolle. Let's do it. Let's pull one more. Come back. from the Present Moment Reminder deck. Another square deck. These cards are a little softer. They're not quite as stiff. The cardstock is thick. Let's see what we get. So, that one right there. The sand at the beach. Just think about that for a moment. Just being at the beach in the sand. The realization that you are not present is actually among the presents is, oh, okay. Now that it cleared, I can read it. The realization that you are not present is actually the arising of presence. Then choose presence instead of falling back into mental noise. Shanita! Hello, my darling! Mwah! You're here just in time for us to go out. But you're here. Good to see you, my sweet girl. The realization that you are not present is actually the arising of presence. Then choose presence instead of falling back into mental noise. Once the moment you realize that you're not being in the present, guess what? You are in the present. And from that point on, you can shut that like me. Sometimes my zodiac is crazy. I am Aquarius and Gemini and Leo. So sometimes up here in this brain, there's a lot of air going on. A lot of fairy talk. Fairy chatter. Oh dear. So, to take us out for tonight, the back of our messages here. The first one was, if you learn to reach out to help others, then you'll learn to reach out to others for help. Whoop, put that in the frame. It's helpful. What's that say on the back? Strange, isn't it? Each man's life touches so many other lives. Who said? Oh, it's from the movie It's a Wonderful Life. Strange, isn't it? Each man's life touches so many other lives. What actions did you take today that may have caused a ripple effect? I went live on YouTube. What were the intentions behind them? To connect with people so we can send out love and light to the world. That's my intention in going live today. And for the emotion card, the desire for positive experience itself is a negative experience. The acceptance of one's negative experience is itself a positive experience. Mark Manson. Imagine your life as someone else's dream life. And then, desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. Wow. Who says that? Can you read that? Let me see if we can get that focused maybe. Naval Ravikant. I'm not even going to try. I'm sorry. I butcher names bad. Desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. You celebrate the small steps towards your goals. You deserve happiness on your journey. So many of us think that the journey needs to be one with struggle. That's not true. That is not true. It should be joy. It should be joy. So choose joy this week. No matter how much they pick at you, and they, whoever they are, they haven't happened yet. If someone or something is nagging at you about something they don't think you're doing right, or you should be doing a different way, listen to what they have to say. Take what you need from it, and then go about your business. Do it your way, because it's going to work better for you if you do it your way anyway. Hey, that person that's giving you all those suggestions doesn't necessarily know what your strengths are and your talents and abilities. So there you go. Always choose joy. It is a definite choice. Happiness is a choice. You know? Get out of that monkey mind and enjoy yourself today. And with that, we're 3 minutes over the hour. I am going to see what I can do about sending you guys out. Have a wonderful week. Mwah! Remember, no Godbox class this Thursday. It's postponed till next week. And my live streaming will not be happening next week because I'm going to be rearranging some things in the room. I'm setting up a new studio. And keep kind thoughts for Dolly, for our sister. I love you guys, for her mother-in-law, and for Dolly's family. Thank you all for being here. You guys hang in there. You know, we're always going to thrive as long as we hang out together. Because we'll do it. Because one of us may not be strong enough to pull it through, but together, 2 of us, or 10 of us, or 1,000,000 of us can. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye now.